Yo, mic check. Say something.
Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? The Lair and the Zen are back to business. Let's go. Hey,
Output and sound devices.
let me go. Check my sound. Let me go.
You
Check
know
my
what? This
sound.
is where. This is what. This is how. Found it. This is how. I remember. I think.
All right. Perfect. Perfection.
Forgot.
Perfection is of this world. Don't ever let him tell you different.
Oh yeah, I could just do it right here. All right. Mic check. Say something.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Put it up by 20%. Go ahead. Go again.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep,
All right.
yep.
That should be good. That should be
It's good.
good. But let me put. That should be. All right. Go one more time.
Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? The Lair and the Zen are back in business. Let's go. Hey.
Okay. It should be good. Yeah. Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah. All right.
Mm.
We should be good. All right. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get to it. Oh, it's Sunday, the day of the Lord and the day of the pigskin. Anybody going to church? Say a prayer for me.
What are you reading? A tweet?
Tweet.
Yo, welcome to week 7, man.
Week 7.
All right, let's get this started. We're
Wow.
clearly picking after the Arizona and New Orleans game. We were both live during that game
Yeah, we
watching some
were.
NBA. We both picked Arizona. So we're both going to get the win on that week's
W.
pick.
Big dubs.
But before we do that, do you have your picks from last week?
Do I have my picks from last week? Oh, he caught me with my pants down.
Got you. Got you.
I got the gist of them. I got like half of them. You got yours. You
Eee!
got yours. Yeah, you always
I
got.
can get mine.
You
Yeah, I
always
can get
got it.
mine.
Yeah, he be doing his homework. You're writing it down.
Yeah, I can get mine. Mine is just it's because it's on the site. That's why.
Smart man. Smart man. I kind of know. So I had picked the Packers, right?
Mhm.
I had picked the Niners. Wrong, wrong and wrong. I had
All right,
picked.
so I'll go through my
I
picks
had picked the
and we can just go
Buccaneers.
from there.
I had picked the
So the
Buccaneers.
first game,
Yep.
let's just start with the Sunday games. Sorry, Washington versus Chicago. I went with Chicago. I lost. San Francisco versus Atlanta. Atlanta won.
I
I
went.
got the win. I chose Atlanta.
I
I think
chose
you
the
chose San Fran.
Niners. I chose San
Yeah,
Fran.
you chose the Niners.
Uh
Okay.
huh. Uh huh.
New England versus Cleveland. I went New
We
England,
both
and
went
you
New England.
went New England.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so I
both
got to
went
win
New
there.
England.
New
Yeah.
Jersey, New York Jets at Green
I
Bay,
went Green Bay.
and I went the Jets. The Jets get the win. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. I went with
I
Indy.
went Indy on that one.
We both get the win. Minnesota at Miami. I went with
I'm
Minnesota.
pretty sure I went Miami.
Went Miami,
I
even
think I
with the
went
bridge.
Miami. Wait, did I? Did I? See, I'm gonna have to watch our latest episode. Episode before that. I
All
probably
right,
went
so we'll
Vikings. I
skip.
probably went Vikings.
All right, so
Yeah,
we'll
I
skip
probably
that
went
one.
Vikings.
Cincinnati at New Orleans.
I
I
went New
went with New
Orleans. I went
Orleans.
New Orleans.
We both lost. Baltimore at New York Giants. I went with the Giants.
I went Baltimore.
Giants got the win.
What a bad week.
Tampa Bay at Pitt. I went with Tampa to
I went
cover.
Tampa. I went Tampa.
Yeah, and that did not happen. Carolina at the Rams. I went with the Rams. I
Rams.
believe you went the Rams too.
Yup.
Arizona at Seattle. I went with Seattle.
I think I went Seattle. I didn't like Arizona that week.
All right, so Buffalo at Kansas City. I went with Kansas
I
City,
went Buffalo.
and you got the win then. Dallas at Philly. I went with
I went
Dallas.
with Philly.
Yep, Philly gets the win. And then finally, Denver at the Chargers. I went with the Chargers to cover the spread.
I went with the Chargers because I didn't trust Denver, and I still don't.
Yeah, I mean, didn't the Chargers get the win though?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they got the
By
win. They
three,
just didn't
by
cover the
three.
spread.
They didn't cover the
Yeah,
spread.
they
Yeah.
didn't cover the spread. All right, so that was week 6. We'll get the full results if not next week. If not during next week's like stream and stuff,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll keep
definitely
it
get the
together.
results at some time because by the end of the year, or we'll do a halfway marker, we will have our win-loss records already accumulated based upon the picks that we've made. So that is coming. So definitely stay tuned for that. But as we stated before in the beginning, we missed the Thursday night game this week. Arizona takes out the New Orleans Saints 42-34. We both went with Arizona. We're both going to get the win there.
That was a good
So
game.
I can stop talking and we can go to the next pick. We have Atlanta at Cincinnati at 1 o'clock. Both 3-3. Cincinnati's
Oh,
favored at 6.5 points. Who do you got?
I actually think it's a tough one. The Falcons are rolling right now.
Falcons are rolling, bro.
I'm going Bengals simply because Jamar Chase finally woke up.
You going Bengals?
I'm going
I'm
Bengals.
gonna go with the Bengals as well. I think maybe if there ever is a time for them to kind of like change their season around against a bad team, this definitely could be it. Maybe this is a blowout game that they need. The next matchup we have the Detroit Lions at 1-4 going up against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are 7.5 point favorites
Ooh.
heading into this one. This
And
is in Dallas.
and yet I feel like the Lions might have something to say about that. That is a high-powered offense,
That
high
is a
octane.
high. That's pretty high for
Oh,
like projections and
this is
stuff.
Dak's first game back.
This is Dak's first game back.
Wow, wow, wow. The storylines. Dak gotta get a dub, but yeah, he gotta get a dub. You know what? In the spirit of the Cowboys, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think Dak. This is the perfect storm for Dak to cement his seat as QB1 and tear up a bad defense. But this could be a trap game.
I think it's a trap game. I
Hmm.
think the Dallas Cowboys end up getting themselves in situations that they can't crawl out of. Stay with Cooper Rush. You're 4-2. I'm going with Detroit. I think
Detroit.
Detroit exposes Dak a little bit, and Dak just plays bad, and he just gives up this game. But I got Detroit. They're coming off a bye week. I think
They are.
Jared Goff rebounds there. 3, 2, and 1 underdogs. The Indianapolis Colts will be going into Tennessee at 3-2. They are the favorites. Three and a sorry, 2.5 point underdogs. So
Matt
Tennessee is a
Ryan.
favorite at 3-2.
Matt
Yep.
Ryan is back to being the favorite at something.
Nope. Matt Ryan is not the favorite. They are underdogs.
They're the underdog. Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
going
they're
with
the
I'm going
underdogs.
with Indy. Nah. Matt Ryan
You're
just
going
tore up.
Indy?
Yeah, he gonna tear up that secondary. Matty Ice is back. You heard it here first.
I'm on the road. I think Tennessee's going to get this one. I think Tennessee will
On the
cover
road.
easily. I think Matt
Easily.
Ryan will
Wow.
struggle. I think Matt Ryan will struggle. And I
Okay.
think
Okay.
Tennessee gets an easy victory at home. That's what I'm going to go with.
All right. All right.
All right. So your favorite team is favored on the road. Speaking of teams favored on the road, 3-3 Green Bay versus the Washington Commanders at 2-4. Who do you got?
Listen, it's been a wild year for the Packers. We are wildly underperforming. This could be the get back game, the get right game. And
It
yet,
could be.
I have this feeling that it's a trap too. Taylor Heineke has rapport with McLaurin. McLaurin has been trash. They have this running back, Brian Robinson, and he looks good. We haven't trashed against the run. We keep getting gashed week by week. I can't pick against my Packers. I'm gonna go Packers, but I have no faith in my heart.
I'm gonna go with the Packers as well. I think that this could be an easy matchup for them too. Washington, I like Taylor Heineke,
Heineke,
but
man.
I don't know. I think Green Bay's a better team.
I'd rather
Just
play
complete,
Wentz.
yeah.
I'd rather play Wentz.
You
That's
would
all I'm gonna
rather
say.
play Wentz.
I
I
would
just
rather
think
play
Green Bay's
Wentz.
better. Green Bay's better. I think that they can win by a touchdown in this one.
Maybe.
This next game, probably a game that I feel like a lot of eyes are just going to be looking out for. Tampa Bay at 3-3, they are an 11.5 point favorites over the Carolina Panthers at 1-5. I'm going with Tampa Bay. It's kind of a no-brainer. I don't care how
Um,
big that spread is. I'm
I,
still going with Tampa
I
Bay.
think Tampa Bay is gonna put up a Madden score, and Tom Brady is gonna actually smile this year. He hasn't smiled all season.
Right?
No
An
joy.
interesting matchup, I think, is in this next one. 5-1 New York Giants. They are 3.5 point underdogs. They are the underdogs going into Jacksonville at 2-4. I'm
Wait,
gonna go with the Giants to
why are the
upset Jacksonville on the road. They're
Giants
5-1.
an underdog? Why is a 5-1 team an underdog?
I have no clue.
They believe in that Jags D like that? Cause I'm going Giants too, and they'll cover.
Yeah, I'm going Giants as well. I mean, they have it at 3.5 points. Maybe it's favoring, Trevor Samuels. Maybe his development somehow is probably
Lawrence.
going to keep that game close. Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Samuels, Trevor
Hmm.
Lawrence. I should say Trevor Samuels. Yo, shout out to T Sam.
T Sam.
Anyway, yo, so I got the Giants though. I easily got the Giants. So
We going Giants on that one.
next matchup, we have the Cleveland Browns at 2-4. They are the underdogs heading into Baltimore at 3-3. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Off a loss, I want to go with the Ravens as well. We're gonna get a look at Deshaun Jackson in that offense. Um, I'm looking for him to make big plays and stretch the field and stay healthy for at least 3 weeks in typical
Nice,
Deshaun
yeah.
Jackson fashion.
I kind of am a little weary about Cleveland. I
If
felt like they got off to a good start, but
if they
I don't
can
know.
establish the run, they have a chance, but that's a big if.
Yeah, and their division's even tougher when they're playing Baltimore, and then week by week, I just feel like Jacoby Brissett might not be the guy to be trusted sometimes. But I'm gonna go with Baltimore still, just like I said. Another next game we have the Jets. We have the New York Jets. They are the underdogs at a point and a half. They are going into Denver to play the Denver Broncos, of course, at
Let's
2-4.
ride.
I'm going with the New York Jets in this matchup. I do not believe in the Denver Broncos.
Hey, the
I
Broncos.
don't believe in them.
It's a new beginning. Let's ride. They have a new quarterback.
No,
Let's ride.
I
No
don't believe
Russell
in them.
Wilson. Let's ride. You know what? Denver has been through a lot this year, and the defense has been a top three defense. Top three in the league. Only if I have allowed 16 points per
Don't
game.
do it.
You know what?
Don't do it.
Let's ride.
He's
Giddy up.
going with the
I'm on
Broncos.
the
All right.
horse. I'm on the
He's
horse.
going with the
Let's go,
Broncos. I
Denver.
don't.
Come on. Show them you don't need to pay 145 mil to win a game.
Wow. I can't believe that one. Next matchup, we have the Vegas Raiders at 1-4. They are favorites at home. They're going against the 1-3-1 Houston Texans. I'm going with Vegas. 7.5 point favorites at home. I'm gonna go with Vegas. I think Houston's just
So,
not as good as Vegas, and Las Vegas is desperate right now.
so, because of that desperation, and because Derek Carr is who he
Don't.
is,
Oh my God. You're
they don't cover the spread. They don't cover the spread. They're not winning by 7. It's gonna be a nail biter. I'm going with the Texans. I'm rolling with the
going with the
Texans.
Texans. Okay, all right. You're going with the Texans.
I'm
That's
going with the
fine.
Texans.
That's fine. I'm going with the Raiders. I mean, I know you have some afflictions with Devontae Adams, but
I pick with my heart.
I still believe in Derek Carr. I still think he can definitely get this win.
Mm.
Even if you're right, the pressure is going to be high in this matchup, and I don't know. That this
Him,
could be a
Derek
matchup to
Carr,
look out for
and
late on Sunday.
Derek Carr and pressure just don't mix. You know, it's like oil and water.
We'll see though. Like I'm hoping for them just to get out early. Devontae Adams gets involved, and you don't really have to worry about much, and you put the game away with Josh Jacobs.
Pierce,
But yeah,
the running back, I
yeah,
think he has a field day today.
yeah. Pierce is definitely he's definitely a
And
hog for the
maybe look
Texans.
out for Brendan Cooks to put his stamp on this one.
Yeah, definitely. Next game, Seattle 425 game, 3-3. Seattle goes up against the Los Angeles Chargers at four
Ooh,
and two. I think this one could be like
this is a
potential for
good
the
one.
game of the week.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I would have to go with. I'm gonna go with Seattle, man. I want to shake things up. I really like what I'm seeing from Gino.
Gino got the hot hand.
I want to see them win this game, like by more than a touchdown. So I'm gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks.
So
5.5 point favorites for the Chargers, by the way.
I really want to go Chargers. And Keenan Allen is has yet to play football all season. I'm still go Chargers. Eckler's coming to life. They said they have Mike Williams.
They've been playing really well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah, they've been playing really well. On the road, the Kansas City Chiefs are favored at 4-2. They're headed into San Francisco to host the Christian McCaffrey 49ers at 3-3. This one is set to be a doozy just because of the trade. I don't know if Christian McCaffrey's playing.
He's
I'm
playing.
pretty sure. Yeah, he's pretty sure he would. But definitely is going to be some implications with like new offense for him. And then also like how many snaps he gets. Is he just gonna be another back in a backfield like filled with a bunch, or is it just gonna be his team? I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Kansas City on the road. So a lot to think about with the 49ers though. Kansas City's at 2.5 point favorites. Who do you got?
2.5 points. So they're supposed to win by two.
Yep, by three or more.
Okay, that's accurate. I feel like it's gonna be a close game. Ayuk came to life. Debo is still Debo, and they just got a new pony.
George Kittle looks good too.
Kittle. That Niners defense is no slouch. Chiefs are coming off a loss, and I know they watched the film, so they're gonna attack them the same way that the Bills did. It's tough to root against Patrick Mahomes. I'm
It's
gonna go
tough, man.
Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs. It's
All
tough,
right.
but I think the Niners have a real chance to steal this one.
All right, he's going with the Chiefs. Yeah, I think this one could be one to watch out for. Like I said, it could be very interesting with Christian McCaffrey because he's finally on like a sober team,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, does he have some crazy game?
Uh,
You know, like
maybe in a couple weeks. I feel like he's still gotta get acclimated to that playbook.
all I'm gonna say is he's definitely due for a
But a
crazy
running
game
back is a
after
running back
leaving
at the end of the day.
Carolina in that running game versus like San Francisco.
Whew. There's gonna be some
Like, and
holes. There's gonna be some
yeah, there's
holes.
gonna be some holes.
Yeah.
I definitely think that that's a lot of potential there with Christian McCaffrey. But Pittsburgh is going to be headed into Miami. 2-4 Pittsburgh, that is. They are 7.5 point underdogs. They're heading into Miami to play Tua, who's just came back from his concussion protocol. This is going to be the 8:20 game. So primetime game. Who you got? Miami versus Pittsburgh. I'll let you go first.
So for prime time, they should have put the Chiefs or the Seahawks because this could either be lights out or a snooze fest. But I personally think the Dolphins are gonna win by like 20.
I
Trubisky,
agree.
Trubisky is back at QB, and Trubisky is god awful. Tua has a Rari and a Benz in the garage. Yeah, I think the Dolphins will take this one easily.
Yeah, and when not concussed or in
That's the
concussion
only way. To,
protocols,
that's the only way to steal his win.
you know what I'm saying? Like
If they can
Tua
get
has
him on the
looked
ground, that's the only way they
Tua
win.
has looked like Superman. Even before the concussion had
Yeah.
happened, he was playing lights out. So I'm clearly going with the Dolphins on that one. Now the final game, Monday night game, it's gonna be the New England Patriots, 9.5 point favorites up against the Chicago Bears. I think everybody knows who I'm going with this one. I'm going with New England, of
You're
course.
not going with the Bears.
I'm going with New England, of course. Come on, man.
I'm going New England as well. This week is.
You going New England? All right, there you go. I'm happy you chose New England, man.
I
So
learned.
there are our week 7 picks. Lair, anything to say before we head into the week?
No, all I have to say is let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's
I
ride
guess
until
that's
week
the
seven.
theme. That's the theme for week 7. Let's ride, let's ride. We'll see you guys next time for our week 8 pick'ems. This is the basketball zone. I'll see you guys again.
Have a great day. Have a great day, fellas and ladies.